You were not here Monday, right? You're here all. Yeah.
That's been here all week.
Those were flats.
That's a big move. I'm proud of you, man. Proud of you. Good.
We got worried at home. Where are you fucking at?
Have questions? If questions, let me know.
The rail one?
It's not you want the other one. Like that? You want the other one? What other one? What do you put in what we want? Oh, no, yeah, you're right. Listen. You can, yeah, you
And then there's the.
You can think it works. Which the other one? The other one would be
Yeah.
which other one are you looking at? The seatbelt?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're gonna go, if you're going high elbow, you go.
Doesn't matter what side.
Just getting some.
But you want to make sure you get your head at an angle going, right? So if I've got the seatbelt, right? If you're doing the high elbow seat, you're going to the one that's.
You don't need to break my back.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
So wait, you grab it, you just grab your elbow.
Yeah.
Grab your high elbows.
Be back this weekend.
Either side. No, high elbow duck out. You go to the weak side, and you get your head pointed that way. So like right now, it's not.
Especially on the cat. Because even when I'm like, keep it. It's like, I'm on my knees. And it's just like,
You're not grabbing the arm.
Bridge,
On that side. What?
bridge.
There you go, grab.
Now push my arm up.
I don't grab. No, don't grab shit. Don't grab shit. Hand to hand. So here, elbow's gonna switch up and high.
this.
As your head comes up, and it's footsteps.
Like, this.
Well, that's why we're doing this.
But making it to
Right?
that,
So you're creating
under
frame.
somebody is hard. Because I can do it. Yeah.
I'm not gonna get you with all your butt slow.
Yeah.
But I'm giving you plenty of it.
So remember, with that, we're not circling around. Right? Then he pops in.
Good. Muse and then he'll smash you down. Like Muse his hand.
It's
You have to smash you down and control.
So it's like back of tricep,
Yeah.
kind
There,
of.
and then this side of your arm.
You're gonna
Not shoulder.
and then slide, right? High elbow. As you're driving,
Yeah.
Slow down.
I've been with things and
Doing your classes.
Well, I did not do
But I'm
the
just.
first one.
That's okay. Not the first time. My job to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah.
That's all right. I'll give you the other one. Well, same grips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High elbow, okay.
Go on, I guess, top hand.
A little bit higher elbow. High elbow as you.
Yeah, that's it.
High elbow as your knee slide out.
Here.
Yes. Yeah. What's what happens if you sit elbow scoop like that? But if you're getting stuck, right? Don't grab all the look at me.
Just like
This
flipping around and then
You're
doing
getting
it.
hands.
And you slide, and they also have a chin like that. High elbow, slide to the baseball slide. Boom, yes. There you go. There you go. Now watch your weight. You're too close to his arms with your legs, okay? That's what we're gonna do here in a few minutes, okay?
Slide through like.
So you wanna make your sternum between your shoulder blades. There you go.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Bridge into his shoulder blade. Drive your head into his shoulder blade. And then rotate the hand up over your head. Yep. There you go. You're shucking away. Shucking.
I would like to.
Okay? hardest part for me on this is getting the foot, having the frame, having the foot post, and then knee slice with a high elbow without popping it up. If your body is going to move, I was gonna say, there's a lot of partners.
Like, there's a lot of passive resistance, and then when I change my grip a little bit. I think that's
Yeah.
right. The other one is the. This one you can do. You can do the normal one, or you can grab your arm off of this.
You could do
Yeah.
When they're getting the double under. I'm not moving that yet. Are you trying to get the transition from a double under to seatbelt, or are you still?
Yeah, but I'm not like pumping you.
So if they've got the double arm, right? And I'm gonna try and do the Kimura, right? I'm actually gonna bring an elbow.
Well, you can
inside
keep
of
that
my
one.
hip and bring that between their elbow.
Yeah, you can keep it up, yeah.
So I can pop out of
Do you have the hand?
What's that?
You have their hand?
Yeah, I'm not gonna grab it like this,
Yeah,
right? I'm gonna elbow in, so I can try and break that grip as I'm popping, just grab that hand,
But I kind of.
right? I'm gonna force it to a seatbelt. They're not gonna give it to me.
Good.
Don't break it.
That one's in a position, I'm like, oh, you're like, oh.
Nope, double on belt, right?
I would say even less than that.
You can break it, right, but are you always gonna be able to break that grip? No. Try to think, right? So with this, you can high elbow, right, and that grip will break as you pop through it. Or elbow in,
Like, I
right, and
just
then
feel
frame against his
the
hands, it'll
pressure
break the grip.
difference when I move.
Boom. Now,
And it feels a lot more drastic.
because the elbow got that break, right?
Nothing special.
And then we want to bring that around our shoulder.
Ever so slightly, but it feels.
This might
We
be
try
more
to bridge into that. Yes, now go. Now go.
It's sagging a little bit.
And that'll get you your more set up,
Just
right?
the-
Rather than having it under your shoulder and have to fight with it after you get out.
I can do.
But I did a weird, I managed to break the grip.
I can do it.
Not as I held it. That feel like you could escape the second one here. I didn't know it's a good, I was just going good. It's a submission I got rolling.
So the thing is, right? I know you're back to that, so I'm not gonna crush you.
You roll inside here.
When I get my double unders here, I'm gonna keep my elbows super tight since you're not gonna be able to get out of it. So your best option regardless is just gonna high elbow sit out, right? So you're gonna force me to break my grip at that point.
I can see that.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna dirt dart hang on you, and that puts me in a super uncomfortable position.
You're still kind of doing the same with the first one. You're going
If
for
they've
it.
got tight grips and I can't get my elbow inside the break their grip, I'll just high elbow out of it and make them, I'll force them to break their grip,
That'd
put
be
it in
like
the
this,
face
it's
plant,
like really
right?
unstable one, you know?
And then I'm in a good spot.
But like,
Right.
breaking that.
But it's all about, if they're doing shitty sloppy grips, right, there's space. But Thursday, I was looking for Scott, because he wanted to do some more sit-outs, and I stopped him every single time. And it's just because I would get the double, get my gate right, and then I would pinch my elbows on the backside of the shoulders, and he couldn't move, he couldn't get out of it. And I was able to scroll and walk and stop him from moving. So if you learn something like that, right, you're just gonna do the sit-out instead of trying to do
More fancy grips.
yeah. Just do the high elbow sit out and your body moving through, right? As we get in here, as we pop through, this hand is gonna frame against the ribs of the hip. So they can't chase you easily, right? Even if they pivot around, right, now they're chasing you. You poke the leg and still continue to chase them. Right, and then you just do the curly shuffle for a second, but you'll end up breaking their grips. They're not really gonna have good back tape for them. Unless you deal with a wrestler who's been doing it for a long, long time.
It's like
I mean, that's how you do it.
You're doing the dugouts.
Yeah, give me whatever.
Because
I do what.
No, 10 more minutes on these duckouts, guys.
If you had a strong grip and I can't get it, I'm just talking.
So if you pass over like that, yeah, just get it here. What happened there? Yeah, he flattened like sideways. And so just come up and end up like that instead.
Yeah, honestly, the only problem is the getting all the way back.
Strong grip or?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. That's why you got the grip.
Like us.
That's what I was saying. I wrote the grip. Shredded.
If I kept it.
But like, shit, I know guys that are start to follow through and they'll just fucking roll, shoulder roll through.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah, that's, we were talking about that being a possibility. Doing the duckouts. I feel a bit on it. We distributed, you're not really pressuring it. That'd be good.
Like, I'm coming up, it's not my favorite, that's what I'm like, no, it's not.
I know calisthenics guys, they look like they're all flat on the ground. And the next thing you know, they're standing and they didn't bring their knees on the side of the
Right, because they just push up
I'll
and
bring them up and they
they move up by their calves.
catch, right? Is that something I would be capable of doing right now? I'm not just gonna, oh, fuck no. Right. Well, that's with the right training, diet,
Grab my hand.
time. Yeah, I sure could.
Do the same thing now.
Or
So you're
each
supposed to
step, I
flip.
can do it easily on some of the other side.
Baseball slide this
Oh
way.
my God, but the little wrestling for years, so I made this mobility out of it, and actually made
Oh, this one's like,
I was finding that I can feign that with the angle, and then it gives me a little bit more space to kind of pick my body up with the body lock.
depending.
Well, you're doing the same.
It's gonna be what they give you.
Yep. Not the double on, not a double. Well, because you gotta get around.
Sure. Right now, focus on getting these movements.
Oh, yeah, the same one you just did.
This is gonna be the crux of your total system.
Right
Your
here.
knee slice out of that, right, get that knee over your knee. That way you're not gonna get chased.
There you go. Good, good. Yeah. So go back. Go back now.
Yeah, use rhinestones.
obviously they're fine.
Obviously, they're mine.
Is the outfit.
That's it. You can do a gas. There you go.
Just keep across the back.
I don't really bring rhinestones. Even if it's like
You're gonna grab the wrist.
You.
spill over it.
Pick that pitch up.
Second coach coming in, right? Rich. It's just Rich.
His name is Rich. He's the answer. I'm so, I don't know if he's heard he's dropped yet, but I'm sending that.
That's what all that's what arms and feet into this shoulder, into your head. The bend of your rotate from his wrist above your face. Here the bend in his arm. He straightens the arm, he gets out of it,
I
right?
mean, so you're saying.
Yep. Like that, and you just rotate it this way. Your face.
It's a little smoother.
Just like that. See how much tighter that was? We need to put the head pressure on the shoulder blade, the locks are moving, and then we're just rotating that hand in front of our face, like we're trying to go back. We don't gotta go long, we don't gotta go wide, just right there. Okay? But the important thing is so many times I see people start to straighten that arm out as they're trying to get that to work. And if you think about the position, when you're on your back trying to do it, if that arm gets straight, you have the shoulder line. No, because you're not rotating, right? So we just have to remember that part. Rotate the wrong way, Dave.
I just naturally want to be
Yeah, it's kind of a position.
High shoulder was great, right? But if your knees slice out, you're literally next to the knee. So you went through way outside your way.
That's funny, it's perfect.
Two foot, one foot.
I mean, over this position, so the rest of the board is stuff and shit. If you lock yourself down, you, right? I know I do, but don't. So, yeah. Sometimes you have to, you can fight it for hands, for arms and stuff, you gotta be technical. General principles, you have to be in a position to think, and do the signal until I get my hits on.
Exactly. Well, always think, if I did this to Clay, how fucked am I? Right?
It's a good.
Like, Clay's a wrestler. If I did this to Clay, how fucked am I?
It's about fucked on the scale of I'm reaching out and arm my hope and get a blow.
Yes.
But next one,
Which can happen. You know, I got big old fat man arms. And I can get something off of it, but I'm out like right here.
does that feel like a decent knee?
Yeah.
Make sure that the pressure. Get that
Raise
pressure.
the shoulder, not the tricep.
So
I don't think so, but I had to.
That should have been up here.
Yes. Yes. So ideally, the back of your head is gonna be on the shoulder blade itself. So that when you push it down, you're locking that. Same thing when you put your elbow on it when you're doing full guard.
And I'm holding her leg down.
Get it, like that, can't, like, punch that thing straight out so that she can't posture up or fall over.
this one was like this.
All right, guys, finish the rep, you're on. Grab a quick drink, and then come back out, and we're gonna work on a couple of different things. Everybody excited for mandatory fun night?
Yes.
I am. I love mandatory fun nights. I get to do lots of fun stuff at mandatory fun nights. We get guest instructors coming in. I guess he's not really a guest instructor anymore, seems like part of the staff. You actually coming too? No, just Scott this time. Mike's been dealing with a couple of injuries and he's got competition scheduled. What's that? I think Jake is going to. I'm telling you guys, coaching jiu-jitsu is probably the second greatest love I have in my life. Outside of, well, probably the third. I'm called the third. So the wife and the dog's got to be it. Right? Then jiu-jitsu comes next. But it's not just, because I didn't tell people what to do. It's watching everybody develop. Watching people have those aha moments. Knowing that what we do helps people figure shit out that's not only good on the mats or on the street, but in their daily lives. It's incredibly fulfilling. And I'm eternally grateful for all of you coming in and training. Right? Even if I don't say enough, which I know I'm glad they're on about it, and when I screw Manaside and all that bullshit. I am truly grateful for you guys coming in and sharing this with us. And doing these mandatory fun nights, having the guest instructors and doing promotions and shit like that, watching everybody develop and grow. It's like I have all kinds of stuff. So thank you for that. I'm super excited for this. It's going to be a good time. Now, how many times have you heard me say, get your sternum over the shoulder blade with your north-south turtle? I say it all the damn time, right? If you are north-south in top turtle, your sternum should be between the shoulder blades, right? Your diaphragm should be pushing down the head. If you want to keep them down, keep them condensed, they can't reach for anything, right? What happens if your sternum is in the middle to the small of the back when you're north-south turtle? You're using your pelvis to push down on their head, but what's available? They can grab the legs. So now what you're gonna find when you're doing this with people, right, when you're on bottom, you're gonna find that people give you their legs more often than they think they do. It's typically during transition, right? So when you're going from a back corner, you're circling around the front, if you're not getting your sternum to those shoulder blades, you're exposing your legs to your opponent, okay? So we're gonna work on a single leg and a double leg from bottom turtle for the rest of this class. The only thing we're focusing on, okay? And it's gonna feel redundant, it's gonna feel like your arms are gonna fall off. But practicing this a lot is gonna save you a lot of time pressuring down or allowing them to get in a position where they can put that form in the back of your neck and reach the shit out of you while they're turning forward. Okay? So how does this work? How many of you have done this before? You've done it, you've done it. You've probably all tried to do it. So what we're gonna do first, I want you guys to lag a little bit, okay? I wanna see what you're doing, what comes naturally. Then I'll show you how I was taught to do it. And we'll find some way in between. Because one thing I've learned over the last 8 years of teaching jiu-jitsu is if people have a natural tendency to do something that's very similar to the textbook way to do it, don't change it up. Or find a modification, a hybrid of the two that keeps them protected and still gets them their natural inclination for the breach. Okay? Because you're going to find that your body is naturally going to tell you how to do some of this stuff. And if I go against that, you're going to have a hard time picking it up. You look puzzled. Trying to think it through. So this is what we're going to do. One person's going to be down, the other person's going to be in a back corner. All right? Person on top is going to slowly traverse around north-south and then to the other side. But person on top, I want you to consciously stop yourself from going all the way to the shoulder blades. Just go mid-back as you circle around. Okay? And we're going to go to not fast, we're not going super slow, just at a moderate pace around. Okay? I want to see how you're reacting to that, how you're trying to police things up. Okay? And then we'll continue on. Does this sense?
Knees still up. Knees still up, we're on our toes.
Yeah, you're on your toes. Yep. Yeah. Never put your knees down in arm's reach of somebody. Right? That's just silliness. So, chest on the back, we're just not going all the way to the shoulder blade like you're supposed to. So in the heat of battle, you get sloppy. Okay? On 2 and 2. Let's see what we got going on. So you just do like 2 and 2. Right? 2 and 2. Back and forth.
I'll take down.
People are coming around. So,
Because I was you're mid back.
I've always liked to train, bring them in. And then, shoulder smash coming on. I think it's here.
You're trying to grab something.
You're different training, just walk away.
Okay, now what are you gonna do with that? How are you gonna get yourself to a better position from that?
I'll wait till she crosses the head. Across the head.
All right, I just wanna see what we're working with right now. We're gonna go through the textbook proper way to do stuff. Just like for finishing it, just like go slowly, like think about body stance. So you will totally
That's
run
not
with what you're doing. You're finished it when you do it with also your initial grab, when you take a bad thing. That's place, not a bad thing. How you finish, we'll work on it. Okay? There's no wrong answer right now. There's no wrong answer right now. Do what feels natural.
Down there.
I want to see what's going on. Do what feels natural.
Maybe taking this.
Because even if I go over, my hips are free, that's not gonna allow me to,
Just play with it.
Well, no,
Let's see how your body naturally reacts.
my hips are up.
It's like,
I go over, they're still back here, and I still have plenty of play. Compromise them.
There you go.
Put on the side, don't-
What are you gonna do with that?
That's at least.
Get your grips and try it.
But he's on the first time, you know, really try him out. See, now, we're not gonna raise the rack leg, right? So it is.
Get your head out of the way.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Just move.
room for your head.
rather than playing hurt.
Yeah. This is nice.
You have to, that's why I want to see something.
I lost a lot of space, so you almost don't get Like even not thinking.
I never officially learned these.
Shut
Shut some of it's just fun for me too, but you do that.
All right, guys, hi. Let's talk about this for a second, okay? The same things hold true with doing this as hold true from stand-up, okay? So if we're going after a double leg standing, right, where's our head gonna be?
The outside of the legs,
Which way are we taking their body?
other way.
We're not bringing it on top of our head, right? Same rules hold true. So your escape that you were doing, where you were tracking and going to double, but bringing them on top of you, right? It's not wrong, but it's a lot riskier,
Yeah.
okay? You run the bigger risk of somebody smashing your nugget by bringing them on top of you. Now, sure, you may have active toes, you've got active hips, and you might be able to get out of it. But the key word there is might. Because somebody who knows what they're doing, you come out, you start to take them over, and they sprawl and drop their hips. What's taking the brunt of that hip drop? Face. What do you think happens to your nose? Right? Same thing as if you hurt dirt on the mat and the hip hits you in the back of the head. Right? You're probably looking at a bloody nose at a minimum, if not a broken nose. Okay? So same thing kind of applies. If I'm here at Turtle and they're coming around and I can get a hold of their legs, if they're coming this way, right? My head is here, they're coming around the corner. Am I going to grab from the outside their lead leg? Is that the leg that I'm going to grab? So as they're coming around, am I going to grab that lead leg with my outside hand? Why? Is it?
I would say.
I want to, I'm having a logical conversation about it, right?
Because you're stopping them while they're north-south, well, that's still north-south, whereas if you have the inside one, you got more angle. So it's like, each one-
Okay, so let's talk about that. So as Cam is coming around, right, we're gonna go to the trailing leg. He's coming around, he's coming around, he's coming around, my head's low, right? He's gonna continue coming around, I'm gonna try and reach up to this. If he's doing his job and he's got his weight on me, keep going, boom, I get here. My head is clear, right? So now, everything is across the middle of my back, I've got this leg, and if he's going at speed, keep going, right? Boom, 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 boom. Okay? Technically not wrong, but you have to be prepared for catching at speed or you're gonna get opened up, right? But if they're doing their job and keeping their heads down, it's gonna be difficult for you to come up and step to hit that signal. Okay? That makes sense? And that is where I continually fuck my shoulders up, right? Because I'm not fast enough to try and catch them. I get to here, it gets opened up and I get my back taken, right? Now, if you want to try and be He-Man enough to where they get that overhook on your neck, and you turn into them, boom, then we end up here, right? Now, they've got the half straight jacket going, and I'm just effing the egg, right? Now, will it work? There's the potential that it will work, right? What can I do differently?
Stop the front leg.
Stop the lead leg, okay? He's coming around in the post, in the block, get my head up, grab, step. Shit, your back's up.
Oh, you're good, you're good. I thought I caught your fucking hand.
Well, you did, but that's my fault. Right? Does that make sense? We need to intercept as they're coming around, which means we have to get active. Okay? If they're coming around, and when somebody traverses like that, they're not going to go slow. They're going to cruise. They want to drive your head down. So you need to be prepared to frame, posture, block, and get your head up to block the hip. Lead leg, right? The tough part, boom. Get enough leverage and set your back enough that you can track the outside leg and post. It's not easy. I'm not going to bullshit you. It's not easy to do. Right? The single you can pull off on the trail leg. Right? So, as he's coming along, down, he's going, he's coming around, single pop, come in. Especially if they're close and they slow down coming around the head. You can do the single, but you have to kind of go forward into them as you come up, and you've got to go quick. Is it something you're going to do with everybody? Probably not. Okay? It's just honest to God truth. Read the rope. If Brody's coming around and he's being heavy, you're probably not going to be able to get up enough to secure a leg to get the takedown. Right? So you do something else. But if Patrick's coming through and he's being a little lazy with it, not that you can be lazy with it, but let's say he is being a little lazy with it, yeah, snatch that shit up and go. Right? So we're going to do double. As they're coming around, we're going to intercept, head up, arm, tap, go. Right? We have to post, go home. Okay? Catch the single. They're coming around, trap, go right away. Okay? You got caught up, you were doing the right thing for that single, but you got caught up because you didn't commit and finish, and he posted his hand and his foot. You can still get out of that. I'm doing this with him because he's a lot lighter than Cam is. So he got here, boom, and as he started to come through, Cam posted this foot and the hand up, right? So what you're going to do, they do that, you're going to step, get a high, it's called a high crotch. You're going to come right up on the inside of the groin, cable grip, pick them up, come right down the middle. Okay? If you have a shitty back, be careful. Make sense? Now let's fucking play with it and see how we do. Are you going to get it right the first time? No. Is that okay? Yes. Let's play. I'm doing it.
Double leg. They're here in a second. Might work so you're doing like shoot shots, like coming around. This is the first one. Once that the same thing. So if you're coming around, you have to accept it. So come around. Stop.
Just put your head up, right?
Just stop.
I'll show you.
probably hit the start on that, making sure it's coming around. Once they got some commercial, it's gonna come out of mobility. It's not gonna let us straight coming up. Rather than this.
We're fighting the legs without grabbing the legs.
When do you get
Huh? Yeah. Yeah, we posted this leg, pulled them in.
I figured your head up.
And then did it like this.
Stand your head down.
Yeah, the foot would come next to them, they go down, so we could.
I'm out here, right? I'm higher than I should be. So I'm coming around, right?
He posted the foot.
Yeah, when you push your breath,
If you're like just past the neck. Right here. And your legs come together and you keep going.
okay?
Yeah. Yeah, okay, you feel that. You push pretty your chin.
I'm using this part of my bed.
That's good. That's good. Right.
Maybe do it. So I just sort of.
Or it is for the same, so. You gotta leave the trail on you.
I want to try one.
Yeah, because I think
You're gonna just put it.
this is the big part of the grip. You can do it on the deck. I was thinking about it more as I guess, as a trick.
Gravel holds the knee of salt inside, right?
Yeah, this, that, oh, I don't think you can do that on the back leg. Yeah, that makes sense. One thing, she was setting it up, like, oh, why not just do this? Now, yeah, doing it at speed, though, you can feel
Yes, that's another way to earn it.
Can't do it.
See, I just instinctively tried to single on that front leg, but then
You're gonna do this
fall
circle
immediately
around.
back.
Take it back, like, turtle. Okay, so it makes.
The single has to be done with thread.
Yes.
The same thing.
And then you need something the other one, right?
And
Or you go
then-
right on top.
Yeah.
Grabbing both, you drop.
Single, I shouldn't speak in absolutes like that.
So I think,
The single,
I think it might, yeah, I think your head, or my head.
you go this, where it's
Yeah.
double,
Yeah.
you'll mostly be on the
I was meaning for you to
leg.
go that way, like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's not
There
right.
you go.
Yes, okay, okay, okay. I think I can hear.
Makes
What do you think to do it?
So,
So, I'm grabbing here, here, here. Oh, God.
yeah.
Yeah. I know, I was trying to.
Stopping the lead leg,
It is.
grabbing the trail leg, your head's going outside and you're screwing over. It's a double leg. The single, like I just told the Brody, the single is you are most of the time going to be off of the trail leg.
Are we?
I feel like this is one.
So if it's the trail.
Figure it out.
They come past your head.
I'm trying to get behind you and you just keep fucking moving.
Here.
So they're coming across, let's say they're coming across this way, right? They're coming across this way. The double, right? Head out, trap, go, right? So going to the single, I'm letting them get past my head, straight arm, inside of the trail leg. Get that head out of the side, and then push over without any else, which they're gonna do. I stand up in the high crotch, and take them over. Because you don't have to let high crotch.
And just pick them the fuck up. I mean, and you try. I was looking at it, like your shoulder, when you flop the leg. You mean as hell with it, so.
He's coming around, right? You're gonna block the leg.
Yeah.
So you're gonna drive into him with your head underneath him?
That's what I'm worried about. I'm keeping it stuck. So if you have
That's
it
where
going
they're
out,
gonna land on you, right? All he's gotta do is scroll it down,
yeah.
right? So you're essentially setting up a double leg and finishing the double shake.
He grabbed that.
Right?
I'm not, I can't do it.
So go back and forth, right? As he's coming around, if you're gonna trap that lead leg, get your head up.
I'm
Right?
trying to do the,
If you're gonna do the single,
Yeah.
right? So now on that single, as he comes past your head, just high hitch on that inside.
Yes.
Right.
Now pop your head out the outside, step up, post, boom. Now lift, he's gonna try and go high, right now you can go to the double, or you can gable inside and do the high crunch. Either one works, right?
You're still doing the step up post and
Yes. Because you have to have the height for the leverage.
Okay.
I thought it was, I said, what was fine.
Oh,
They're on.
So there is an option like that, but invariably my neck jams, my head can't get there, or they land on my head.
And they get all the way across.
So to avoid that,
Leg is past the head of the side, so I'm controlling with my shoulder. I don't want to get the back leg.
Yeah, I think that's just, you know,
I don't want to do this.
No, I'm trying to
And so if I start coming around, you're gonna tap that new leg, right? So you're gonna go ahead and get your hook like you're gonna do that double, like, right?
Yeah.
Right? So anything's possible.
Go. Look at that. Lean leg going.
Yeah, I mean, and in that case, right, now you go to a sit-up.
Right.
They sprawl, right, you don't have positive control weight, that point you just do a dump.
I
Right?
mean, it's.
Now they're in motion even more. They're long, right? You can sit out of that and you don't problem. And they're gonna land on their face because their knees are not under them.
It's grabbing. You're grabbing the ground, right? And then we're just talking about the single leg.
I am trying to fight, I'm gonna try and sprawl out like that, and you've got to I honestly, I've done this correctly behind the knees at the same time.
So that was the double.
You're power to carry the whole weight and doing a leg extension. It's gonna suck if I put it on the elbows.
But then you get high.
They don't bring your knee under you.
I don't know if that's necessarily the exact proper way.
You, when you can say which way you're kind of.
But this is like you're talking about you, when you're doing it. First, why did you
I'm waiting until you pass.
So you grab it. Okay.
Posting, just like I would have done.
Just
I mean,
or high crotch.
a little bit. So what I did. And all that comes. Right? I've tried to get it just framed right on that. And wedge my body like that. That's what I always do. Because, oh, you're not. Yeah, all right. If you're on one of her back, I'm saying, oh, stop. Yep. That's what I do.
Hey guys, everybody time. Let's talk about this real quick. Now, there's been a lot of questions on the single leg especially, right? How do we finish it? And what I just was talking with Chris and Elise about is this. If I'm on top and they get a hold of my trail leg and they're posting and they're trying to push me over, as a grappler, are you just gonna fall over?
Absolutely not.
No. You'll drop a knee to the mat, so instead of being sprawled, your knee's gonna hit it. But that's not enough, right? You're gonna post a hand down and drop your hips back to try and flatten it back up, right? Now, Christopher, a very intelligent question. Didn't you tell me not to post out of a sweep? Yes, I did. When you're coming down from height, right? If you're trying to stop yourself from hitting the mat from a height, you cannot touch, right? Now, scissor sweep's a different story. 9 times out of 10, scissor sweep, that posting arm is policed up, and you're not posting out of it anyways. When you're coming from a height, like a takedown, a judo throw, something like that, no, do not do it, okay? Even a tomonagi or a guard pull, do not do it. Just go with it. But something like this, all you're doing is put a knee to the mat and then a hand on the mat. They've got this leg they're trying to pick up. Turn your hips and your shoulder back down on top of them and sprawl. That completely negates what they're doing on this single, right? So as a grappler, when your opponent is doing this to you, you need to post, right? Because that's an accurate representation of what's going to happen. And that's why we either tack the knee with the other hand and go to the double, or switch to the high crotch and come up and take the over the posting arm and leg, okay? So it's all situational, right? Just like tucking the chin is situational. There's times if you've got my back, I'm gonna have my chin turtled down to where you can't get around my neck. There's other times I'm gonna pop up a little bit to bait you in to do something, right? There's gonna be times where I keep elbows tight. There's gonna be times where I stick my arm out to bait you in to do something. I'm trying to elicit a response. Same kind of thing happens when you're trying to defend shit, right? How many times you heard me tell you, when you're in bottom side control, elbows tight, create frames. Are there instances where I've taught you to lose those frames to do something else? Yes, 100%. It's all situational, right? So we have to be aware of these things, and that's what helps you grow and then understand how it applies to other positions. So yes, 100%, if you're top turtle and they're policing up one of your legs, drop the other knee, put the hand on the mat, and get your chest back flat to the shoulders, and then sprawl. That's gonna break the grips that they have on the single leg, right? Make sense? But at the same time, if you're doing that single leg, and you go to lift and they post, you must, at that point, police up the knee and go to the double, or get a high grip and a gable, and then come up for the high crotch. Okay? So those are absolutes. Otherwise, they're just gonna sprawl, flatten you out, and what's the mantra? Don't do shit more than once. Like old, fat, and slow, I want to do it one time. Okay? Does that make sense? All right, practice on 2, 1, 2. Go back. Because it is going Get that head tight, Elise. Yeah. Now, look at your hands. Stay right there. I'll be right there.
Okay.
You should split. Are you lifting his knee up already? No. You're pushing his knee down, right? Yes. I want you to. Yes. Get your elbows. I don't get your elbows out. Not loosey goosey, right? It could be able to pinch your elbows and get out here. Now use your head to push his hip and use your eyes to push right here. Scoop it. Scoop that elevation. Yes. Keep going. Drive. Yes. Drive into it. Drive. Go. Turn over. Other way. Push. Yes. You have to fight for it. It's a dog fight, okay? You can make rise.
I did not know that.
That's okay. That's great in Barry, but you've done this. Or already committed, you've already moved to where you're going to try to hide. The alternatives are here. That's one reason. You do this, and they post with it. And you back the toes.
So what if they put their foot out? Stop it.
Or use pipes to rotate them over. And you come up down with them. But you don't even necessarily check if you can, otherwise. Okay? Just nothing wrong. So I mean, at the same time.
Yeah, stay up. Even from here, you posted that out, so I have to grab this. Yeah, I have to drive, switch to like double. If you post it out with that, I still have to address that. I know you're just fucking hop around and everything. You do that or you do the micro.
That cable grip, get that cable grip.
Make sense?
Post your foot. Now, scoop it. Elbow, yes. See how she falls over now? Right? Now continue driving, get the side control. There you go. Start from back. Out of pain. Right? Now we're getting there.
Yeah, understand.
Yeah. Remember, it's all about leverage.
Yep.
Grips, leverage, pressure. Maybe connection or maybe leverage, so pressure. Does that make more sense?
The whole road.
Yes, they were doing that like this.
We've been,
So when I grab both and post or grab one and then.
So you grab both, pick up, you're right here, and there's weight on you. I pick up both of my hands.
You're just gonna.
Nothing's holding you.
Right.
You can just drop the weight. But.
Oh,
go around and do something.
Even if it's traffic.
You have to measure your technique spot.
Yeah.
And then you both get the head on it. And then it's a matter of just training. My question is the defense able to do in the sense of what's not here once it gets behind my legs.
Anyway, I've been doing this frame that I'll make that I'll buy.
Almost like you was right? You're strong, you're using your hips to drive.
It's like you're doing
Which takes the
Yeah.
balance.
So if I don't do that,
You want to do, right?
You always want to have, I was talking about my like a sling, right? So, the bag goes back, you're like.
Exactly. Although, no, you're using both on the ground. Right?
Let's just something that takes out.
You guys playing wine, right? You've got somebody who's really pain in the ass. What do? You getting that shoulder in the way. Exactly. Use the hips, use the whole body to drive, right? And increase the rotation. When you're here, you're going for a 300 thing. Okay, so boom. Yep.
I got my head.
Yep.
I want to pull a little bit farther. Nope. Single leg.
Right there. Right there. Hold on there for it.
You know?
Right? Hands upside the hip. You're going more. Pinch your elbows apart. Keep it this way. Your legs up. Drive your head that way.
like the one.
He's posted on his hand. He's gonna hop. Yeah. So now, right there. Right? Okay. Here. Start to lift. Scoop it up. Stand. Stand and push. Boom. Yes. That's going to the high crotch. Right? So now you're taking plank and rotation, calling in lead his post. Okay. So you could do the same price order or just get directly with the other.
Yeah.
I like it like that. So what you're gonna find is trying to directly upward, right? The angle that you're at, you've got an angle with a nice and pointy back, you're gonna felt your back. So that stand up, at your toes, that stand up is gonna allow you to do that same motion without flanking your back.
I naturally.
Get with the
I mean, now you're ready.
do the feet quicker without you having to all the way up. Whereas if I just stand up, right, I have to come way up. Yeah, that rotation, the feet, the distance, right?
I suppose if as they call their longer torso, rotation from the body.
Or
If you don't get back here, you're just
scoop,
this, you're not gonna have the posture.
tap the knee,
Same thing with doing post. If you are also on shifts too long, you can definitely more control.
well,
Yes.
I would, but that's a long situation. Because you gotta reach behind you.
Right.
You gotta tap it down with your knee.
Stand up.
No, when they pull.
But less.
If you would have come up, they're gonna, right? Actually, everybody, all right, check this out. So we're discussing when to switch from the single or the high crotch to the double, right? So when we're here, we get the single, we post, our head's outside, we'll pinch, and we lift up to rotate. They're posted out, they're super strong, right? You have two options at this point. Well, technically three, but one of them you can compromise your back. Brody likes to just stand straight up. Problem is, you're picking their whole ass person up, right? If you have even the slightest shitty back, you're gonna exacerbate that, okay? What I like to do is the high crotch, right? So I've got it pinched, I'm here, I'm just gonna be active toes and pop up and over, right? I'm rotational here because they're using straight line to post. So on a rotation over it, my knee's gonna come off of the ground and then we're all coming down together, right? The third option, I'm pinched, I'm rotated up, but they're posting and I can't quite drive. So now I'm gonna hook, this hand comes down and taps the knee, and I pull, I'm going to a double. Boom. And now they're going down no matter what. It's all about the level of resistance off of that single on which of those options you take, okay? The customer's always right. Oh, hey, I'm gonna post out like a mofo. You can't rotate, you can't drive through shit because I've got that linear. Great. High crotch rotation, donezo, right? I've got orangutan arms, and you have to do something bigger to defeat them. Okay, perfect, switch to the double, right? Because that's what's gonna defeat the arm and the leg when they've got really long limbs. Right? Just police them up and go. Or it says you could reach back and grab the elbow. Technically, he's not wrong. The problem with that is in most cases, I'm here and I'm already outside the body. To come back to that elbow, I have to turn into them and bring my shoulders down. Which means if they've got a strong leg base, they can push me backwards, and I may be in a worse position after that. Compromised knee, compromised back. I could end up in mount, right, where I'm on my back and they're in mount with a blown up knee. You know, that's worst case scenario, right? But there's a lot of opportunity for them to reverse you, and you don't want that, okay? So in my mind, and there may be people out there that do that shit all the time. In my mind, I want to stay compressed, I want to stay tight, I want to get good connection. And I know, in my heart of hearts, if I rotate those hips enough, their shoulders are going to follow, right? I just have to have the willpower and dedication to finish that's more than their willpower and dedication to not let the finish happen. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay. 5 more minutes, then we'll get some rounds in and we'll call it a weekend, all right? 2-1-2.
Yes. Now that you posted, I can get up
Did I get that hot? I don't feel very confident.
You know, it just takes practice.
It really was.
Even if you look at it, it's like deeper in there.
Yeah. I don't like switching to it until I am, I already got to rotate quite a bit. Because trying to do it from base, you're just picking somebody straight. You see MMA guys do it all the time. They get it for the clinch, you know, they get it against the cage, and they try for a single, and they can't quite get the single, so they just go to the high crotch. Well, they just have to pull ass pick it straight up. I really don't like that.
But down here though, I like when you switch your grips. You have a nice solid setup. You can make that work.
Yep.
I like that.
Just that tag one.
Again, you know me, if you do it once, do it right, so you don't have to do it again.
Okay, so when I come down,
Right.
I feel like I keep coming down every side.
Yeah. You see how those hips stretch, right?
My arm feels like it's a very, I'm sorry. My arm feels like it's in a very tricky spot. It's in
Okay.
and my shoulders get locked. Beat your shoulder into your butt, right? That's right.
Just goes down, right across the pelvis.
Yeah.
Right. So that brings it up.
Right here, so at that point, all you're gonna do is pull this, put it up under you.
And you keep the
Because your ribs are
So
gonna
you
be
suck it in your side.
You're saying it's gonna be hands, right? So you're gonna have the toes, and you're gonna have space to pull this out, and then go to the top.
So get that out.
Or, you can be a douchebag,
As you progress,
going
about shape. Oh,
So, I'm
right?
worried about.
That's an option as well. Drop let the hands slip down to the knee, pray with God, right? Like a Superman roll.
oh, I was gonna say, so your back gets down. Great.
I was gonna say, this is
Right.
So now they're carrying the weight, and your chest is dragging all the weight and your sternum, right? You've got to create a
Yeah, this morning? You were this morning?
And once you suffer for a second, like, well, the leg is Superman back over.
Do the-
You got side control, they're already with it there.
There's also probably a very stupid way to get them out.
That out.
Probably just for this guy.
Facing the
There you
head.
go.
How are you getting more off of that one? Probably just some reverse cone move, not affect.
Like all the way around your head.
Well, you gotta get chest to chest and then go. It could be a typical mount transition. Right.
Yeah,
There really is no avenue to go from this to the shoulder of the pelvis
Step up.
into mount.
Yeah, just flatten your back, and just somehow rotate your leg all the way around.
But again,
Yeah,
then
that's not gonna
you side
happen.
control and go around.
Yeah, no.
Nah,
Sit
it's a
up.
hot fucking nuts.
I always try to think with those cheeky days, that's just.
Guys, remember that high crotch, the key to the high crotch is getting your table grip and pinching your elbows. Right? We have got control from the hip to the knee with our forearms and our elbows. We want to be clamped down tight on that. If we're loosey-goosey, we got no room, right? There you go, Dave. All right, finish the rep you're on, then go get a break.
So what are you doing right now? All she has to do is strong your fucking face. To block it, but have some of the post before you do it. Yeah. You don't ever want to have the underneath or something like that. Yeah. Take it. Fucking
Block. Post. Yeah.
All right, grab a drink.
That's not an excuse. It's in the morning. They're not up yet.
Oh, that's an hour.
You do have coffee. You can bring a feed of coffee.
Maybe when he gets a little older, when he's not as. But that would be cool. He's turning 2. He's not the age yet. Unless it's
So there was one other thing where I was curious as to the narrative, which is when I go to what I've kind of been doing is smacking down behind the knees, so it's like really hard. Like bend forward, is that beneficial instead of just maybe trying to go inside or above the knee? Okay.
Everyone's in these situations.
Right.
You're working with somebody who's got really strong legs, right?
Sure.
Trying to place those legs up is going to be an exercise that
So you want to bend the knee instead?
if you can, if you got strong legs, are you going to be able to collapse that knee?
It's going to be hard.
Probably not. So you're better off in that situation, knowing your training partner or your opponent, right? Trying a couple things, just feel the waters, right?
Sure.
Let them move around, try and tap legs, see how they react to you.
Okay.
If they immediately capitulate, you can do whatever you want. Also, sure. If they're fighting it, or they sprawl harder because they realize their mistake and they correct, you know that you're probably better off letting them pass and then ducking out.
And ducking out, or you can turn the angle a little harder if they try
You
to
can
stick
try,
with
but
it.
it depends on their, again, it's
How wide they are,
right?
right?
If they're fast, if they're wide, if they're strong, you can be setting yourself up to get your shoulder something. Or turn the biceps, right? I can't count the number of times I've spent days on a tens unit because I tried to place up a leg and they were moving too fast or too strong. It's going to be a thing about it if you're on top of you with a regular leg. Hit them in and drive your knee forward, right? You're going to fuck them up. It's going to speed you the hell into the track area, but you're going to fuck their shoulder up. Or at least strain it, right? Don't do that. Yeah, you gotta walk it.
Okay.
That's me. I mean, I'm not.
We got, this weekend, I went to 4-H fair. I think I know it was there in the past.
4-H fair is going on, it's happening right now.
All right, guys, real quick, before I start the clock. Everything about this is situation, right? If you have somebody who's strong, with a strong top game, you're always going to just try baiting them. Just see what happens. They start moving north-south, tap the knee. See what they do, right? Just technique. If they power through it, they go harder, you know it's probably not a good option to stop that lead leg. Tap the inside of the trail leg. See how they react, right? If they capitulate and say, oh shit, then do what you want. Have your way with it. But if they sprawl harder or shift their weight because they catch their mistake, then your best bet's probably to do a duck out as they're transitioning. Okay? Or to sit to guard or something else that we did. This is not an exhaustive list of stuff you can do from bottom turtle. It's an introduction. We will develop this as we go back through this series later. Okay? But this is to get you familiar with positions and the things that you can do. Next week, we're going into attacking from the top. Shit that you can do that's going to make them suffer and be very sad candidates. We're going to work on counters to what they're going to do, right? And the last week, you're going to put it all together, and we're going to spend a lot of time doing positional sparring so you get the experience. That's where you're going to start cementing things in. That's where you're going to be asking more intelligent questions. Not to think they're stupid questions, but you haven't had the experience yet, right? Now that you're experiencing it, and you're experiencing the other side of it, as we're doing more positional sparring with it, you're going to have more developed questions to ask about how things should actually work, okay? Does that make sense? I didn't want to sound like I was being all insulting and shit, but until you know both sides of the coin, you really don't know what point you're dealing with, okay? But for right now, we're going to do 3-minute rounds. Try to play as much turtle as you can, okay? You can start from wherever you want, but I want you to try to play as much turtle as you can, okay? Get with a human. You gonna play, Cam?
Yeah, I'm gonna be defensive. But hurts will scream.
If it hurts, I'll scream. Andrew's like, I don't want to nurse you back to help you, prick. Yeah.
I told him to take a bath yesterday and he wouldn't get.
Did you take a bath yesterday?
I was like, you need soap.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant to clean his
I was
ass.
like, are you not going to be able to go to the pizza in the morning? Take a bath.
Here's the jump.
You good? Oh, shit. I was trying to get those off.
Also, not a ton. I was on
Yeah.
I love underhooks. They're my favorite thing.
That's not very nice, Sam. Or no.
maybe it was something small like that. Just literally a script.
You don't want to get away from the bag, did you? I've been over here like 6 times.
And I don't say that because whenever you are not strong, right? But I'm a community person.
I feel like I feel better with something like this and I actually took a session outside of the I didn't work out with my dog and I was me. I hurt my back earlier in the year. This is my dog. I'm like, I gotta work on my lower back.
Elise, do something.
I know.
I don't want to hear I know. I want to hear I'm doing stuff.
I was trying to pull you away from the bag, and you were like, I'm right up against those fucking bags.
should be pushing should with your exercise. It's just like take that hit again and again and again. Otherwise, you know, some hurt your brain
Makes sense, right? Your shoulder, you have to warm it up. New
I
human!
was aiming for it, but I rolled the open pretty quick every time I got it.
New human!
Right, I'll wait.
All right, can't take a run up. Peter, get in there.
No, I'm I just did it against.
Let's go, new human! Let's do it again!
I just stop and I'm like, wait, here. Hi, baby.
How are you? Okay. Go! Smash. Yep. Feet down the middle. When you go with the regular, step over, step over. Put down. Push it down, step over.
That's one thing.
All right, give me one roll. You can there you go. Stay. Yes.
Yep.
Break that collar there. Yes. Now press the other foot.
That's that other foot, Adrian.
Use your elbow. Use your elbow. Oh, don't go back into his guard. Stay away. Yes. Now use your left elbow to open his other leg up. Break the grip on your right hand. Don't, you're close. Keep your leg in. Keep your shin in.
Break his fucking ankle.
Oh, yes.
Let's wait for the connection.
Let's just think of that. Hold on. Hold on.
Sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up. Smash. Yes.
Go, go,
Yes. Go. Mount.
Go on, go.
Mount. Sit on his belly.
That's not.
Sit on his belly.
Keep on. Punch him in the fucking throat.
No.
Good, good. Keep pressure on him. Keep pressure on
Keep
him.
your hips low. Be heavy. Heavy.
These downy fabrics on there, say what I'm doing?
Come back up.
Sit into
Come back
it,
up.
sit into it,
Come
sit
back
into it.
up.
There you go.
I was just a fan of it.
We're on the side. Side control. Oh, come back up. Go, 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 go.
No.
Giddy. Attack. Right there. Just go to north-south. North-south curl. We've been drilling this all week. Put your chest in the middle of the shoulder blades. Scroll. Pressure. Yes.
Keep your legs away. Go to the back. Hold the field. You gotta get one arm under and one arm on top.
Watch out for the fat guy roll.
Take that top hand. There you go. Right up against his neck. Maybe sit directly back. Sit back, sit back, sit back. Good, good, good. Get Coach said, don't cross your fucking ankles.
I did
If you
it.
didn't, I'm just saying. I'm total unconscious.
Get out of there, Patrick.
Rear naked. Rear
Get out of there,
naked.
Patrick.
Rear naked choke. You know how to do you do it with me all the time. Secure that hand. There you go. Get that in deep. Get that in deep. Grab his shoulder. Keep going. Get that hand behind his head. Get that hand behind his head. Behind his head, not the side of it.
I'm trying.
Try harder.
He's fighting it. Try to unhook your toes. There you go. I don't feel hooked when you have it.
I want it.
Then do it. Do the thing, at least.
How am I supposed to equal up?
Good job.
You can't angle like that.
Oh my God.
Time! New human!
That's- I did not go aggressive enough after that bow and arrow. Yeah, yeah.
You had my foot so
It was
bad.
being
I
like
was
so
like,
shit. No. I was.
I don't even know what you did. I'm gonna.
I shot a block and stuff. Why don't you do what you got? I had a lot.
Right?
I had a lot of control.
Oh, it's stone.
Yeah.
Good? As soon as you get any chance, help. I got this one.
What I do?
I was a little slow there because I was worried about rolling your space. They're not competitive.
Yeah. Make sure that you control the right spot.
Oh, definitely. He was set. He got bigger and by the time I was trying not to send space. I think it'll be okay with the space. I haven't been attacked nearly enough. I'm not falling for my tricks anymore. Say she's keeping some bad dreams in there. Figure it out. Staple it. Yes.
Get that lead knee on the mat. No, you're off balance. He's gonna get a knee shield now. Take your left hand and reach up under his collar. The other side, there we go. Pull him tight to you. Pull through, go, 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 go. Flatten him out, get side control. Get heavy. Wet blanket. He likes to get all wiggly and move around here.
No.
Here we go. Hey, you got something more you can pull with, you're not pulling with. You got legs to pull. There you go. You don't have to pull with his legs, pull with your legs. So, I fucked around with the thing where you can transition side to side real quick. I was right that you can just flip over, yeah, be quick.
Roll. There you go, be heavy.
I don't know what else.
Shoulder of justice, right into his throat. Oh no!
Good job.
All right, guys, good. Fix your keys, get lined up.